Welcome back to D&D Deep Dive.
It's great to be back.
Last time, we took a deep dive into Falcon's Revenge.
Yes, we did.
That Greyhawk classic where,
oh, yeah?
we faced off against the resurrected Falcon.
Yep.
A powerful,
powerful.
vengeful priestess.
Definitely vengeful.
And you might remember,
Oh, yeah?
she kind of vanished,
Uh-huh.
leaving Greyhawk City hanging in the balance.
All right.
So that's where we pick up with Falconmaster.
Yes.
Part 2 of this epic trilogy.
It's a good one.
Get ready to decipher cryptic clues.
Oh, yeah.
Navigate treacherous wilderness.
For sure.
And confront
Yeah.
a shape-shifting villain with a score to settle.
It's going to be good.
So what's fascinating
But
about this module...
It picks up right where the last one left off.
Right.
It does acknowledge that some dungeon masters might have just ended the story after Falcon's Revenge.
Right.
But if you want more,
Yeah.
this one transitions really nicely into the next chapter.
It's like a good TV show,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
A cliffhanger that leaves you wanting more.
Mm-hmm.
So where does this new adventure take us?
It takes us right to the heart of Greyhawk City.
Ooh.
You're summoned by the constable
Oh, wow.
to Ryder Fanchon.
Okay.
She is clearly worried about the Falcon's return
Okay.
and the growing whispers of a cult within the city.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So you're called upon to be the heroes,
You are.
but there's this layer of secrecy, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
save the city, but don't cause a panic.
Don't tell anyone.
Talk about pressure.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So the constable directs you to the Temple of St. Cuthbert
Okay.
for more information.
All right.
And this is where you meet a key character,
Ooh.
Talisek Thraden,
Okay.
a young paladin,
Right.
very eager to prove himself.
Talisek, the grandson of the paladin who helped imprison the Falcon.
That's the one.
He's that old journal, right?
Yes, he does.
With all the cryptic clues.
Full of them.
Oh, this is going to be good.
It's a good one.
So you've got this crucial mission.
Right.
You're relying on a decades-old journal.
It's all you've got.
And your main source of information
Yeah.
is this young, enthusiastic paladin.
He's a little overzealous.
How do you approach this?
Yeah, it's tricky.
Do you trust him?
Right.
Or do you tread carefully?
Yeah.
Because he might be a little too eager
Mm-hmm.
to jump into danger.
Exactly.
This is a great role-playing opportunity.
Oh, for sure.
Do you try to mentor him?
Yeah.
Or do you use his eagerness to your advantage?
Oh, that's good.
So many possibilities.
You really are.
So,
Yes.
the journal mentions a mage named
Yes.
Mizeb Zalan.
Azab.
Someone suspected of knowing the location
Yeah.
of the Falcon's lair.
That's right.
This kicks off the investigation, right?
Yes, it does.
You're now searching for Mizeb,
Right.
assuming he's even still alive after all
Yes.
these years.
Who knows?
So you're plunged into this urban mystery,
Yep.
searching for a mage who may or may not exist.
Could be a wild goose chase.
Where do you even begin?
Well, the module gives you a few starting points.
Okay.
You could consult
Yeah.
Eratai, the head priestess of the Temple of St. Cuthbert.
Okay.
She has connections
Huh.
to the group that originally imprisoned the Falcon.
Right.
So she might have some insights.
Okay.
But she was raised by Elemen,
Right. Element. Yeah.
another member of that group.
Right.
So there could be some tension there.
Interesting.
Maybe she knows more than she's letting on.
Oh, very interesting.
You never know.
So maybe she's not the best source.
Well, she might be,
Okay.
but you have to be careful.
All right. So where else could we go?
Well, another option is the Greyhawk City Library,
Oh, the library.
a vast repository of knowledge.
Yeah.
Imagine the possibilities.
Yeah.
You could spend hours,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even days,
Oh, wow.
sifting through ancient texts,
Oh, my goodness.
hoping for a mention of Mizab.
That's a challenge and a half.
It is.
A classic needle in a haystack
Exactly.
with the added pressure
Yeah.
of a city on the brink of chaos.
Big talk.
Oh, yeah.
And don't forget the human element.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The module introduces
Okay.
Gressis Sagast,
Grace is it?
head librarian,
Okay.
bit of a curmudgeon,
Okay.
but he might be persuaded to help
Okay.
if you know how to approach him.
Oh, I like that.
Think about it.
Yeah.
How would your party handle this?
Right.
Brute force,
Yeah.
charm, a well-placed bribe.
I like it.
Lots of possibilities.
This is where the player creativity comes in.
It does.
Do you lean into your character's strengths?
Yeah.
Or try something completely unexpected?
Right.
It could be hilarious.
I could.
Or disastrous.
Or both.
But assuming you find some information about Mizapab,
Right.
where does that lead you?
Well, the library search reveals that Mizapab
Yeah.
was a reclusive mage,
Okay.
fascinated by flight
Flight. Okay.
and dragons.
Dragons,
That's
yes.
interesting.
And get this.
What?
He claimed to be able to identify Greyhawk dragons disguised as humans.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
Dragons in disguise.
That's what he said.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's a twist.
It is a twist.
Was he delusional? Or was he onto something?
We don't know.
We'll have to decide for ourselves.
You will.
That adds a layer of uncertainty to this whole investigation.
For sure.
Are we chasing shadows?
Right.
Or is there something more sinister at play?
Exactly.
I don't know.
We don't know.
So
you also visit the Wizards Guild,
okay.
hoping for more information about this
Except
elusive mage.
Mm-hmm.
It's there you meet Connery,
Oh, Connery.
a 9th-level wizard
Powerful guy.
who confirms Mizob's existence.
He does.
And he mentions that
Yeah.
Mizob theorized about a spell
Okay.
to trap someone in an invisible void.
An invisible void.
This concept was dismissed by his peers
Of course.
as impossible.
Right.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wasn't the Falcon
Mm-hmm.
trapped in some sort of magical prison
Yeah.
before she was resurrected?
She was.
Could there be a connection?
It's possible.
Oh, this is good.
It's very possible.
I like where this is going.
The module definitely plants that seed early on,
Yeah.
connecting Mizob to the Falcon's imprisonment.
In fact, those little breadcrumbs
Exactly.
leading us deeper
Yep.
into this mystery.
Uh-huh.
We think we're following one path.
Right.
Then suddenly,
Yeah.
an unexpected twist.
It keeps you guessing.
I like it.
Yeah.
So after all this searching,
Yeah.
you've learned a lot about Mizob,
We have.
but you still have no concrete leads
Not a one.
on his whereabouts.
Nope.
Just when you think you've hit a dead end,
Mm-hmm.
Eratai summons you back to the temple.
Oh, really?
She's found something.
Gone.
She found a map.
A map.
It belonged to Mizob,
Wow.
and it seems to lead to the Falcon's lair. But she's incredibly vague
Of course she is.
about how she acquired it.
Figures.
She simply says she asked the right person,
Cryptic.
leaving you to wonder about her connections
Right.
and the extent of her knowledge.
Exactly.
So armed with Mizob's map
Uh-huh.
and a young paladin
Yeah.
eager for action,
Raring to go.
you're about to leave the city behind
Oh, boy.
and venture into the wilderness.
Here we go.
What dangers await you?
Who knows?
What secrets lie hidden
So many.
in a Falcon's lair?
That's a good one.
We'll delve into that in part 2
Can't wait.
of our Falconmaster deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
But for now,
Yeah.
we'll leave you on the edge of your seat,
Right on the edge.
wondering what's going to happen next.
Uh-huh.
So join us next time
Please do.
for part 2
Yeah.
of our deep dive into Falconmaster.
It'll be great. See you then.
See ya.
As you leave the city walls behind,
Yeah.
that bustling energy of Greyhawk
Right.
gives way to the wilderness. Rustling whispers. You know,
Okay.
you're relying on this map
Mm-hmm.
made decades ago
Go.
by an eccentric mage.
Mizob.
Yeah, Mizob.
Okay.
And it's leading you on this path that's equal parts exciting
Oh, yeah.
and unnerving.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's like stepping into a different kind of adventure, right?
Totally.
Trading those cobblestone streets
Yeah.
for tangled forests and hidden trails.
It's a whole different world.
It is.
And the module really emphasizes
Yes.
those challenges of wilderness travel.
It does.
You're relying on a map that might be outdated,
Totally outdated.
navigating treacherous terrain,
Mm-hmm.
facing the possibility of getting lost.
Oh, yeah. 10% chance every day.
10% every day.
That's what the module says.
That adds a real element of risk
You just,
to the journey.
Yeah. And then there are the random encounters.
Oh, yeah. What kind?
Picture this. You're following the Celenton River,
Okay.
sunlight dappling through the leaves,
Nice.
and suddenly a band of orcs.
orcs. Oh, no.
Or maybe
What
a
is it?
hulking hill giant.
Hill giants.
Yeah, those are tough.
I remember those from the Monster Manual. Strong, tough.
And not very friendly.
Not at all. But hey, maybe we get lucky
Maybe.
and run into some helpful gnomes.
It could happen.
Or dwarves.
That's the beauty of random encounters, right?
That's true.
You never know what to expect.
Keeps you on your toes.
For sure.
Adds to the unpredictable nature of the wilderness.
It does.
So it's not just about following the map.
Right.
You've got to be prepared for anything.
Anything.
So are there landmarks?
There are.
Any specific locations?
One such landmark is a collapsed bridge.
Okay.
Guarded by
Guarded by who?
a Galeb Dur.
A Galeb Dur.
These creatures.
Yeah.
Living stone, essentially.
Oh, yeah. They can like blend in
They blend right in.
to their surroundings.
Yep.
A nasty surprise.
A very nasty surprise.
Galeb Dur.
Yeah.
Tough natural armor class.
Mm.
Ability to turn to stone.
You don't want to mess with them.
Definitely not something you want to stumble upon unprepared.
No, you don't.
Do you think they're guarding the bridge intentionally?
That's a good question.
Or just made it their home?
It's up to the dungeon master, really.
I like that.
They could be territorial guardians,
Right.
ancient protectors of the bridge,
Ooh.
or just creatures seeking shelter in the ruins.
It's those little details that really bring the adventure to life.
For sure.
What else does the map lead us to?
Well, another memorable landmark is a rocky gorge.
A gorge.
Yeah, and it's got these giant faces.
Giant faces.
Carved into the cliffs.
Oh, that's creepy.
It is creepy, and they're not just scenery.
They're not.
The module describes them
Huh?
with eerie detail.
Okay.
Almost like they're alive.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
And one of them whispers a message.
A message? For who?
Specifically for Talisek.
Wait, the faces talk?
They do.
What do they say?
The message for Talisek is a warning.
A warning.
Never follow a snake into her lair.
Okay.
And it's delivered through a magic mouth spell.
Magic mouth. Okay.
Cast by
Myvob.
Zelen.
Mazab.
Uh-huh.
But how?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Mizab was keeping a watchful eye
Oh, wow.
on your progress.
Really?
Using his magic guide and warn you from afar.
So, even though we're following his map, he's still one step ahead.
He is.
Subtly influencing our journey.
Mm-hmm.
Mizab is a mysterious character.
Oh, he is.
Creates a sense of uncertainty, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So who can we trust?
Right.
What are their true intentions?
Keeps you guessing.
I like it.
So before you reach the lair, one more challenge.
What's that?
A stream crossing.
A stream crossing.
Okay. But it's deceptively dangerous.
Oh, no.
The current is strong enough to sweep you away.
Oh, wow.
And the module mentions giant water beetles.
Giant water beetles where?
Lurking beneath the surface.
Oh, no.
Imagine this. You're exhausted from the journey. You're carefully navigating those slippery rocks. And suddenly attacked by these giant insects, sharp mandibles. Oh, powerful legs.
Giant water beetles. I don't remember encountering those before.
They're nasty.
It's a good reminder
Yeah.
that even seemingly mundane encounters can be a threat.
It's all how the dungeon master plays it.
Oh, yeah?
They could make it a tense moment of survival.
Okay.
A desperate scramble to reach the other side.
Wait,
or a humorous interlude as the party grapples with these oversized bugs.
I like that.
Same encounter can play out so differently depending on the players, the dungeon master.
That's what makes D&D so great.
It is.
So finally, after all these challenges, we reach our destination.
The Falcon's lair,
The lair.
described as this desolate hillside,
Okay.
shrouded in shadow, a stark contrast to those lush landscapes you've been traveling through.
Right.
And there's only one entrance.
One entrance.
It's hidden.
Of course it's hidden.
Concealed by vines and moss.
Okay.
Reeking of a fetid swamp.
That sounds delightful.
It does not smell good.
Sounds like the perfect villain hideout.
Oh, yeah.
Secluded, ominous, full of secrets.
It is.
So what awaits us inside?
The lair is this multi-layered dungeon, each level with its own inhabitants and dangers.
Okay.
The first level is home to a tribe of Germlane.
Right.
You know those mischievous, chaotic creature?
Yeah, I remember those from
Volo's Guide.
Guide to Monsters.
Yep.
They love pranks.
I do.
And they're surprisingly strong.
Very strong.
So what are they doing in this lair?
Well, the module describes them as particularly nasty.
Oh, no.
They have these elaborate traps set up throughout their territory.
Like what?
Well, one's in the foyer.
A foyer.
Imagine this: you cautiously step into this damp, fetid chamber.
Like.
Suddenly, you're ensnared in nets,
Oh,
pummeled by these little fiends.
Journalings are brutal.
They are.
The module also says they consider human flesh a delicacy.
That's right.
So capture could mean ending up on the menu.
It could.
Are they going to try to eat us?
The dungeon master gets to decide that.
Oh, that's fun.
Do they just want to drive intruders away, or do they have more sinister culinary ambitions?
Adds a layer of tension for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You're not just fighting for treasure or glory. You're fighting to survive.
That's right.
So what lies beyond the Germlane domain?
The second level.
Second level, okay.
Inhabited by trolls.
Trolls.
Classic regenerative creatures.
Oh, yeah.
Penchant for violence.
Right.
And treasure.
Oh, I always loved fighting those.
They're good ones.
Their regenerative abilities make them a real challenge.
Oh, yeah. Gotta think strategically.
How do we take them down?
Their caves are described as filthy, reeking,
Lovely.
littered with remnants of their meals, and whatever treasure they've scavenged.
Oh, wow. So the germlanes are afraid of the trolls?
They are terrified.
And they sneak around to steal from them?
That's right.
So we've got germlane, who are a nuisance to the trolls.
Yeah.
But they both pose a threat to us.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a whole ecosystem.
It is.
Down here in this dungeon.
A little society.
So there's a room called the Unwanted Bath.
Oh, the unwanted bath?
Any guesses what might be in there?
I think the name speaks for itself.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about this.
Slippery tunnel.
Okay.
Leading down to a pool of stagnant water.
Okay.
Putrid water.
Oh, this is bad.
You slip.
Uh-oh.
You fall in.
Oh!
You're surrounded by...
Wereflies.
Euphaws. What are those?
Cone-shaped,
Okay.
gelatinous creatures.
Oh, no.
That drain blood through the skin.
And they secrete a numbing poison.
That sounds terrible.
That's pretty bad.
So we're dealing with blood loss.
Yeah.
Paralysis from the poison. And we might drown.
It's a triple threat.
This is a classic D&D trap.
It is.
Combines combat with environmental hazards.
You got it.
You can't just hack and slash your way out of this.
You got to be smart.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Clever use of spells. And a little luck.
Maybe a lot of luck.
Hopefully we can escape this deadly trap.
Fingers crossed.
So, assuming we get out of this unwanted bath.
Right.
Where do we go next?
You're navigating a dense tunnel.
Okay.
Overgrown with strange plants.
Plants.
Yeah.
What kind of plants?
And lurking creatures.
Oh, I don't like this.
The germlanes have dug their tunnels.
Oh, the germlanes are back.
Throughout this area.
So more surprise attacks.
Potentially.
Okay, what else?
They blocked off several passages.
Oh no, with what?
Strangleweed.
Strangleweed.
Nasty plant.
How nasty.
Covered in thorns.
Thorns. Okay.
And it's got these vines
Vines.
that can wrap around you and constrict you.
That sounds terrifying.
It's pretty scary.
Strangleweed. I've never heard of that.
It's new in this module.
It's like they're adding to the challenge.
They are.
So we brave germlane ambushes, a treacherous pool, and a jungle of strangling plants.
You got it.
And finally, the Falcon's domain.
We actually reach her chambers.
You do.
After all this time.
After all that.
What's it like?
Series of interconnected chambers.
Okay.
Each one reflecting a different aspect. Her personality.
Okay.
And her shape-shifting abilities.
So it's not just like a place where she sleeps.
Right.
And stores her treasure.
No.
It's a reflection of her essence.
It is.
Her motivation.
It's like stepping into her mind.
Wow.
Seeing the world through her twisted perspective.
So what kind of rooms are there?
There's the nest room.
The nest room.
Dominated by this giant bird's nest.
A bird's nest. Perched atop a stone pedestal.
Okay.
Hinting at her falcon form.
Right.
Then there's the serpent room.
The serpent room.
Luxurious chamber.
Okay.
But it's adorned with these unsettling tapestries.
Tapestries.
Depicting snakes. Dominating humans.
That sounds creepy.
It's a reminder. Her spirit naga form.
Right.
And her allegiance to Akashas.
Oh, yeah. I bet those tapestries are quite a sight.
They are unsettling.
Emphasize the unsettling imagery for sure.
The Falcon's not just some two-dimensional villain.
Right.
She has depth.
Okay.
Motivations.
Yeah.
A history.
It all shapes her actions.
It does.
Makes her feel like a real person, even if her actions are villainous.
They are.
What about the other rooms?
The Naga room.
Naga room.
Opulent, but in disrepair.
Okay.
Suggesting a long absence.
Yeah.
There's this large black satin bed.
Fancy.
Mirrors.
Right.
Dresser filled with perfumes and grooming aids.
So she's vain. A little obsessed with appearances.
Perhaps.
It's a stark contrast.
Yeah.
To the savage nature of her spirit naga form.
It is.
Fascinating juxtaposition.
Showing the different facets of her personality.
So then there's the human room.
The human room.
More conventional bedroom.
Okay.
But equally disturbing.
Oh, no.
The walls are adorned with trophies of her victim.
Trophies of her victim.
It's a chilling reminder.
Oh, wow.
Of her cruelty.
Yeah.
And the lengths she'll go to achieve her goals.
Wow. I bet that would stick with you.
It would.
To come face to face with the evidence of her past crimes.
Knowing she's still out there.
Plotting her revenge.
And finally, there's the escape tunnel.
The escape tunnel.
A narrow passage.
Where does it lead?
Leading out of the lair.
Out of the lair, okay.
The module reveals that she recently cleared this tunnel.
How?
Using a fireball spell.
Wait a minute.
Does that mean she's gone?
Not gone. She's gone.
No, after all that effort.
All that effort.
She's gone again.
You catch a glimpse of her in her Falcon form, fleeing a bag of holding hair.
She got her spell books.
Oh, no.
And other essentials.
So the chase is on.
It is.
But she has a head start.
She does.
And she knows the terrain.
She does.
So we're leaving the lair behind.
Yeah.
Heading back to Greyhawk City.
Yes.
But I have a feeling things are going to take a turn for the worse.
Buckle up.
So we're hot on the Falcon's trail.
Yeah.
Making our way back to Greyhawk City.
Right.
But something's not right.
No.
There's like a tension in the air.
Yeah, it's not
a sense of unease.
Yeah.
That wasn't there before.
It's different now.
The city has descended into chaos.
It has.
Refugees fleeing through the streets. Their faces filled with fear.
They're scared.
Whispering tales of a growing cult.
Oh, yeah.
And terrifying events.
Supernatural events. The city we left behind.
Yeah.
Is gripped by paranoia.
Definitely.
The shadows.
It's like a nightmare.
The module mentions strange apparitions.
Oh.
Buildings appearing to burn without damage.
That's creepy.
Disembodies voices echoing in the darkness.
It's all part of her plan.
The plan.
The Falcon's plan.
What is she doing?
She's using fear and intimidation. So, discord in the city's defenses.
She's not just trying to conquer Greyhawk.
Right.
He wants to break its spirit.
Classic villain tactic.
Preying on anxieties. Turning them against each other.
It's insidious.
Much more insidious.
In a straightforward attack.
So we arrive back at the temple.
Yeah.
The temple of St. Cuthbert.
Okay.
And Eritai confirms our fears.
She does.
The city is under attack.
It is.
The Falcon is mobilizing her forces.
Getting ready to strike.
So what do we do?
Well, the temple has been preparing.
For this moment. So what have they done?
Eritai has rallied a force. Kaladins.
Okay.
Mages.
Mages are.
Clerics. And even ordinary citizens.
Ordinary citizens.
Willing to fight.
Wow. That's incredible.
Even those without magical abilities.
Yeah.
Taking up arms to defend their home.
A city uniting against a common enemy.
It is.
Heroism can come from unexpected places.
Oh.
But can they stand against her?
The City Watch is also mobilizing.
The City Watch? Okay, that's good. There's
a twist?
A twist.
Remember Nestor Morden?
Nestor Morden, the deputy constable.
That's the one.
That guy always gave me bad vibes.
Well,
I knew there was something off about him.
He's a secret cult member working against the city.
No way.
Talk about a betrayal.
That's a devastating blow.
It is.
So one of the people in charge of protecting the city has been secretly undermining it.
That's right.
What do we do?
It's up to you.
Do we confront him?
You got to expose him.
To the City Watch.
Or focus on defending the temple.
And the people inside. There are so many choices.
Big consequences.
And while all this is going on,
yeah,
the Falcon's forces are closing in.
They are.
A diverse array of attackers.
Fighters.
Okay.
Mages.
Mages, all right.
Priests.
Priests, okay.
And ordinary citizens.
More citizens.
Charmed into servitude.
This is a full-blown assault.
On the city?
Both physical and psychological.
So the temple itself?
Yeah.
It's sturdy.
Okay.
Capable of withstanding a siege.
Good.
And the defenders are well-trained. Plus, they have a secret weapon.
A secret weapon? What is it?
It's canine.
Canine, you mean dogs?
Weissened.
Weissened.
Large, white, shaggy dogs.
Okay.
Fierce loyalty.
Okay.
Hidden power.
Hidden power.
They might seem harmless at first.
Right.
But when they transform, they become formidable guardians.
Like werewolves.
It's not like lycanthropy.
Okay.
More like a magical enhancement.
So what happens?
They grow in size.
Okay.
Their fur bristles. Their eyes glow with power.
That's intimidating.
They can pin down opponents.
Okay.
And hold them without causing serious injury.
So they're like guard dogs on steroids.
With a magical twist.
The Falcon's forces are in for a surprise.
So the battle plan, it's complex. Falcon's force is attacking from multiple directions.
Trying to overwhelm the temple.
Chaos and magic.
It's all coming down to this.
The fate of Greyhawk City.
Hanging in the balance.
What are the chances of success?
I don't know.
It's up to the dungeon master.
And the player.
To decide the outcome.
Will the forces of good prevail?
Will Greyhawk be saved?
From the Falcon's grasp?
We'll have to wait and see.
You mentioned a bombshell.
Oh, yeah.
About Mizab Zalen.
Well, the module reveals that Mizab was actually a Greyhawk dragon.
A dragon.
In disguise.
That explains his fascination with flight.
Uh-huh.
And his ability to identify other dragons.
Makes sense.
But why would a dragon help us?
Maybe he had his own motives.
for wanting the Falcon stopped.
Perhaps he saw her as a threat. The balance of power.
So even though we've defeated the Falcon,
it seems like
we've stumbled into a larger conflict.
It seems that way.
Involving ancient dragons.
And their hidden agendas.
Falconmaster leaves us with a sense of triumph.
Yes.
But also uncertainty.
For sure.
The immediate threat is gone.
For now.
But the battle for Greyhawk
and the region
is far from over.
The story continues.
And Flame of the Falcon.
Final chapter.
This has been quite the deep dive.
It has.
Twists and turns. Dangerous encounters.
Lots of danger.
And Greyhawk lore.
A classic adventure.
Until next time, adventurers.
May your dice rolls
be ever in your favor.